All right, so it's not Maps, it's myself. Maps is taking the day off. It's a holiday. Now, in the news, the Acting Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akuffo-Dampare, has pledged to provide maximum security during the Fix the Country protest today. Dr. Dampare says the protesters will be entirely shepherded by the police. This was after a meeting between the conveners of the Fix the Country protest and the IGP. The conveners revealed that Dr. Dampare is poised to ensure a peaceful and impactful demonstration. And as I indicated to you earlier, we'll be bringing you live coverage of the protest when it starts. Now, Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu is predicting more strikes and other industrial actions in the months ahead that will hugely impact the economy. He says the current strike by the University Teachers Association of Ghana is only the tip of the iceberg. He opines that government's decision to increase the salary of public sector workers by only 4% will cause a lot of instability on the labor front. He has been speaking as Parliament rounded up debate on the mid-year budget review statement delivered to the House last week by Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta.
The workers of Ghana, the public sector workers of Ghana, can have no smiles into 2022. When you have inflation at 8 or 9%, the appropriate thing to do in terms of a meaningful wage negotiation is to peg the wage increases not above inflation. So if you say inflation is 9 or 8%, then increase your wages by just 8 or 9%. That is the best practice, and that has been the practice. To say 4%, Mr. Speaker, is a recipe for industrial conflict. It's a recipe for industrial strikes. No surprise, the University Teachers Association of Ghana have already embarked on an industrial action, asking for improvement in their conditions of service. Many may follow. It may be teachers, it may be nurses, and I think that, Mr. Speaker, while this is the first time and they want to say we should commend them, it is not realistic. And going into the future, we should be ready to bear the consequences of an unstable labor.
Let's go to the Ashanti region now. And the Security Council wants all municipal and district assemblies to team up with security agencies to enforce all restrictions on public gatherings directed in the President's last address on COVID-19. Wedding receptions and funerals are among gatherings that the President placed restrictions on in that address. Already, police are taking up the charge, enforcing the wearing of face masks in the Central Business District of Kumasi. Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah says all MMDCs should take steps to halt spread by ensuring punitive measures are adopted.
With the onset of the new variant, that's the Delta variant, Ashanti region has seen a very sharp upsurge in the number of cases. Because of this, it has become necessary to tighten the enforcement of the various COVID protocols within the region. And the security agencies are going to ensure that we abide by or we observe all the COVID protocols. We are urging all the metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives to join hands with the respective security councils to undertake the following. 1. Ensure mandatory wearing of face masks in all communities. 2. Provide Veronica buckets at public places, including markets, lorry parks, and health centers. Make public announcements to increase awareness of the new wave and the need to enforce the protocols. And also, enforce all restrictions on public gatherings as spelled out in the President's 26th address to the nation on the COVID situation. With regard to public transport, drivers are to ensure that everyone who boards their vehicle has the face mask on. In the event where the security agencies meet a commercial vehicle and a passenger is not masked, all the other passengers will be asked to alight, and the driver, the passenger who is not wearing the mask, together with the mate, will be taken to the police station for the law to take its course. Wherever you will be moving in this region, please, we urge everybody to put on the face mask. And we wish to inform the general public that the security agencies will be deployed all over the region to ensure enforcement.
And then still in the Ashanti region, police say they are close to arresting the main suspect in the murder of a policewoman at Damango in the Savannah region. Louise Asante is suspected to have murdered Police Constable Sandra Siedu. The two were believed to be lovers. Police investigations so far have revealed that the suspect at a point attempted suicide but was unsuccessful at his Obuasi residence. Nania Jima has more in the following report.
A statement from the Ghana Police Service indicates the police constable was found dead at her residence on Monday, August 2nd, 2021. She laid in a pool of blood with wounds believed to be knife stabs. The police suspect the boyfriend of the deceased murdered her. ASP Godwin Ahianyo explains investigations so far.
The police administration is on the heels of the perpetrator. All hands are pointing at the supposed boyfriend, one Louis Asante. We picked some intelligence that he tried committing suicide with a knife and a blade. He also tried tying his throat with his neck with a rope, but that was not successful. So the police proceeded to the house, but when they got there, he was nowhere to be found. So we say he's still on the run, but he attempted suicide, but it was not successful. So we know that he is trying something nasty, but we pray that we'll get him, so that he will face the full rigors of the law.
Meanwhile, a delegation has been sent to commiserate with the family of the deceased at Obuasi in the Ashanti region. ASP Godwin Ahianyo again.
Definitely, when these incidents happen, the police administration takes up the matter, and when it comes to the burial ceremony and all that, the police administration liaises with the family to do whatever they're supposed to do. So I'm sure going forward, there will be this collaboration with the family to be able to have a befitting burial for our dear sister.
For Joy News, Nana Juma, Kumasi.
And then in our last story, President of the Campus Broadcasting Association of Ghana, CBAC, Dr. Bubakar Siddiq Ahmed, has underscored the effective role campus radio plays in training human resources for the media landscape. He wants government and other relevant stakeholders to develop a comprehensive policy framework to guide the development of campus radio stations. Dr. Siddiq was speaking at the launch of the 25th anniversary celebrations of Volta Premier FM of the Ho Technical University in the Volta region.
Without the powers of enforcement, unlike the NCA, this was a recipe for regulatory and enforcement confusion. For it opened the floodgates for media and broadcasting content abuse. It is important to say that there are different categories of campus radio globally, serving as learning resource for a variety of subjects, including agriculture, development, teaching, skills development, adult education, introduction of innovation, business, entrepreneurship, social, political, and economic issues, and of course, health. most cases, they are stations that groom young artists who cannot find space in commercial media because they lack the resources to pay for publicity. Where then can we situate Ghanaian Campus Radio today in this nexus, and in particular as a learning resource for hire?
All right, that'll be all for the AM news, but the show continues in a bit. Enimwa Wojamene for the news review. The news review, and okay, so it turns out we have just a few newspapers.
But we'd love to engage you this morning on social media. So join us. We're asking you a couple of questions. Well, not a couple, because couple is two. We're asking you some questions this morning. And of course, it's about the demonstration that will be happening, Fix the Country. So how are you expressing your support if you identify with the hashtag Fix the Country movement? Share with us. The hashtag is AM Show. And if you're a student in any of Ghana's universities, tell us how you're coping with the strike by your lecturer. So are you going to be wearing red T-shirts today? Are you going to come out and demonstrate? Are you going to get on social media and talk about how you feel about the Fix the Country? Tell us, what are you going to do? Israel,
yeah.
What are you going to do? Are you wearing red boxers? Yeah.
I wouldn't even tell you if I am.
Wow.
But talking about the Fix the Country demonstration, you know how a lot of the netizens were expressing their support on Twitter and on social media, how, you know, when the hashtag was first introduced, and they're hoping, or the conveners will be hoping, that you will get some of these people to get out there onto the streets and demonstrate.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure they're going to get as many as may have tweeted about it, but that's why we're asking you, how are you supporting? So you've tweeted, you've put out the hashtag, but now it's time for the demonstration. They want the boots on the ground.
On the ground.
If you can't be on the ground, how else are you supporting them? Are you putting up a hashtag, putting up a post, or wearing something, taking a photo of you? Taking a photo of yourself and putting it on social media. We want to know. That's why we're asking you. Okay, so it turns out that it's
in the
trending.
Okay,
so
number
Fix
one.
the Country.
Fix the Country, nice. Sheldon is trending, Hash Puppy. And of course, it's trending again, hashtag 4th August demo. So, okay, the Fix the Country Army are tweeting.
Oh, yes.
About getting some traction. They're great stuff. So trending at number 1 and I think number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, number 1 and number 5. But if you can, and you know you're home and you want to come out, we've been assured that it will be safe. There'll be marshals, there'll be the police presence, there'll be social distancing, you know. So come out and make a statement, you know.
Okay, and let us know. So use the hashtag AM Show to let us know how you're expressing your support for the Fix the Country demonstration, if you are in support of their cause. Okay, let's get to the newspapers.
All right.
I'll start with the Daily Graphic. So domestic revenue mobilization is a call for bold initiatives. So I read you a bit of that. So an economic research institution and a think tank have called on the government to deepen revenue generation efforts to increase inflows, while the Institute of Statistical and Social and Economic Research, ISA, of the University of Ghana, Legon, called for the acceleration of domestic revenue mobilization generation efforts to minimize the tendency of borrowing to finance the fiscal gap. The Institute of Economic Affairs urged the government to plug the loopholes in the tax systems. So the two institutions made the call at their separate post-mid-year budget review fora in Accra yesterday. So you have that on the front page, and the story continues on page 3. And then Graphic launches project to boost real estate sector. 18 Quack doctors picked up, and well, I'd like to read you a bit of that. But if you go to page 2, where they have many of the headlines, they put all the headlines together. You have Inside Africa, Gbagbo calls for release of prisoners, and then Vision and Style in Charge. That's a piece by Elizabeth Ohene. And we also have politics. Nation marks Founders Day today. And then gender, maternal deaths increase in Upper East region. Sunyani gets new queen mother. GIPC launches investments summit. And in sports, Olympics will win league next season. Right, so I just read a few of these, and then you, Nimwa, you take on a few others. Then I come back to the graphic later.
Other stories. All right, so I'm doing the Daily Guide this morning, and on the front page, President rejects request to suspend the Chief Justice. NPP vows to cite Canada MP for contempt. Cops killer boyfriend attempts suicide. And there's a 10,000 Ghana cedi bounty that has been offered. And Minister exposes NDC Rosewood propaganda. Okay, so let me just delve into the papers. On the international page, China's Wuhan test all residents as COVID-19 returns. So authorities in Wuhan have announced that they will test its entire population for COVID-19 after the central Chinese city where the coronavirus first emerged reported its first local cases in more than a year. And the country moved to stamp out a slew of outbreaks connected with the Delta variant. Now, that city has about 11 million residents, and they're swiftly launching comprehensive nucleic acid testing of all residents. Gosh, I can imagine how they must be feeling to have had, COVID kind of started there, and then they've had this, rest period, and then coming up again. Must be really terrifying for them. We send our prayers and our thoughts. The U.S. has vaccinated 70% of its population. So interesting there. And cholera is still a thing in 2021. Nigeria has been hit by the deadly cholera surge, really. And the thing about cholera is really just that you're eating poop because you're not washing your hands, or you're having contaminated food and stuff. So really can be dealt with if you're a little bit more careful. And you know what they say, when your neighbor's house is burning, you fetch water and put down. Because usually during the rainy season here in Ghana, we have a surge of cholera as well. Ashanti region records bird flu, but an expert is assuring that it's okay to eat your pork because it's safe. Apparently, there was some sort of information there was an outbreak in the western region of the African swine fever, but he has said that pork is safe because pork is essential to our lives, though, isn't it? On the middle page, Sarkodie nets publishing deal with Sony Music UK. Don't borrow money to do big weddings, that's according to Yul Edochie. And GIPC Information Ministry Outdoor Spark Up. Okay, moving on. Government set to launch alternative jobs for illegal miners. An interesting one there. A kidnapper has been beaten mercilessly. 13 witnesses for ex-NITS boss and others on trial. DJs endorse Bad Fred single. Some entertainment news on page 14. And on the back page of the Daily Guide, some sports, Godfred Yeboah passes on. Godfred was a former Asante Kotoko captain and Ghana left back. He died near Sunyani. May his soul rest in peace. Inter rejects Chelsea £85 million Lukaku bid. Whoa, £85 million. Eriksen at Inter for the first time after cardiac arrest. So he's returned to Italy for the first time since his cardiac arrest during Denmark's Euro 2020. Spain set up Brazil Olympics final date, and Amoa fails to realize 200-meter Olympic final dream. And that's Joseph Paul Amoa, who yesterday failed to qualify for a historic final at the Olympics on the 200-meter men's semi-final. Quite unfortunate there, but we live to try another day, don't we?
All right, so you brought up this the story of China testing everybody in Wuhan. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. Have you imagined or thought of the number of cases of COVID-19 in Wuhan? Mm-hmm. Why are they doing this?
Why are they doing? Well, they have 11 million residents, and I know
they have 11 million residents. So
I won't be surprised if it's like 10 or 5 or how many.
They have just about what 9. Okay, so there were at least 3 new coronavirus cases recorded Monday in Wuhan, and 90 nationwide.
Wow.
19 new cases nationwide. Apparently, the Chinese they have a zero tolerance. They want to bring all COVID-19 cases to zero.
To zero.
And that's why they're doing this.
Yeah, because Wuhan is 11 million people. Yeah.
But they're worried about the spread of the Delta variant. It's entered the country. They've picked it up in a few places, and they're like, no. So zero tolerance.
Not doing this. But you can understand, though, because I think the world, in subconsciously or inadvertently, kind of blamed Wuhan for this, because that's where it well, not came from, but, some of the first cases were reported from there. And you know what it is, Chalet, twice bitten, once bitten.
Twice shy.
Thank you, that's what I wanted to say.
All right, so let's get on gender on page 11 of the Daily Graphic. Says maternal death increase in Upper East Region, situation blamed on inadequate health personnel. Rebecca Foundation builds creches in selected markets. And looks like a beautiful one, and it appears it may just be solar. I don't know. Okay, and
from the roof, it looks
it looks like solar panel.
Which makes sense, So the costs are quite low in terms of
very much so, and it's easier to maintain. So if the power goes out, they'll still be safe. And Graphic launches project to boost real estate sector. So the story reads: the government intends to leverage the pension fund to finance housing delivery in the country. The Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Francis Nsubachi, has said. In addition, the government was in the process of establishing a national housing authority to create the right institutional framework for the housing industry, as well as regulate the sector, he added. All right. So there's a photo of the Graphic MD with Uncle Ebo White.
Oh, my
Unmistakable Uncle Ebo White. It's on page 13.
We're going to have him on the show this week. Actually, yes, because he put out a new book, Let's Talk About Sex.
Okay.
So we'll be having him, I think Friday, most likely. And so we'll be talking about...
We'll be talking about sex.
Yes, the book.
We'll be talking about sex.
Yes, yeah.
On the AM show.
On the AM show.
Okay.
With Israel and Nims. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
18 Quack doctors picked up. So it reads: the Medical and Dental Council, with the support of the police, has in an operation arrested 18 suspected Quack medical doctors and dentists in the Greater Accra, Bono, and Central regions. The operation also led to the closure of 7 health facilities where the suspects were operating. The 12 fake dentists and 6 Quack medical doctors are said to have attended to many people in the operational area. So you can imagine the number of people. Wow. A qualified medical doctor, Dr. Michael K. Obeng, who was also arrested for working without a valid license from the MDC and soliciting for clients for medical consultation in cosmetic surgery in a hotel.
Wow.
Against professional expectation and in the Health Professions Regulatory Bodies Act 2013. Okay. Then what else is in there? Also in the center spread, President pledges to elevate Ghana-Angola ties. And then new gold refinery to start October. That's PMMC. Okay, cool. And then first National Tourism Week launched in Accra.
You know the thing about when we launch tourism thingies is I feel like one of the things that really we struggle with when it comes to our tourism sector is customer service.
Right.
It's such a big thing.
It's a huge problem.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't know how we're ever going to overcome that, because a lot of the time, and it's all over.
Everywhere.
Oh.
So I was ordering Chinese 2 nights ago, and this lady who was on the other side, was just, I couldn't hear her. And I was like, I can't hear you. She was like, well, I'm wearing a mask, that's why. And I was like, well, doesn't that, that goes to say that you should then shout, like speak up, And sometimes it amazes me the kind of attitude that we have, when it comes to customer service. But customer service is such a big part of our tourism sector because, it's making people feel welcome.
Yeah. I believe if we're able to fix it, it's going to help boost the tourism sector significantly. Because a lot of people who come, they say, well, Ghana is a warm, hospitable place. But then you encounter the people when it comes to customer service and you're wondering, really?
But Israel, and I did this, what's it called, a feasibility study? I just want to say feasibility study. Anyway, so I walked into a hotel and I was trying to make some inquiries, and I did it in an American accent.
Okay.
And I noticed that I was treated differently. So I've been to a different number of places, but every time I put on an accent, so either a British accent or an American accent, I'm treated completely differently from when I go and I say, good afternoon, please. I want, completely differently. As soon as, even when you call a hotel, to make some sort of enquiry and you speak with a foreign accent, automatically, you're treated better. Okay. So, I would say that there's hope for us because we're nice to outsiders.
So could it be that, okay, so if we're nice to outsiders, it means that the tourists who are coming in will get to enjoy the kind of customer service that they expect, and then yet those of us in Ghana get the Ghana kind of...
The Ghana, yeah. So learn an accent, or put on an accent, that might help. Anyways.
Politics page on page 18 and 19 in the Daily Graphic. Nation marks Founders Day today, so if you want to read all about it, it's in there. Group opposes reappointing Kintampo MC. PNC vows to become alternative force. Go PNC. And Goma East NDC.
When are they going to become this alternative force? I'm interested.
They have vowed.
But when are they going to? 2024?
They will get there.
2028? 2032?
Eventually they will get
there. Okay.
Goma East NDC accuses DC, former MP. VRA remains critical to industrialization drive, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. And, okay, so investigations and crime. Chinese captains abuse Ghanaians on fishing vessels. That's according to a report. Savannah region, 2 suspected kidnappers arrested. Police hand for accomplices. And we're just running through the newspaper, the Daily Graphic, because we don't have a lot of newspapers. GSE posts highest profit since inception. And then, okay, Sunyani gets new queen mother. Okay, let me just do the back page, and then we'll be done. Government trains 17,527 youth in craftsmanship.
Nice. Okay.
Minister inaugurates Greater Crown Lands Commission. Okay.
Interesting. So let me just run through the Ghanaian Times real quick. On the front page, 10 Pando Toko fishermen die in the Volta Lake this year. And that makes me really sad because I love the Volta Lake. Absolutely. I tend to jump into it when I go on it. So it's kind of scary that, yeah. Anyway, trader jailed 16 years for defrauding GHS official of 30,000 Ghana cedis. Police nab 18 quack doctors. Israel did that story. Farmer mobile money agents remanded over murder of Okada operator. Trader jailed. A lot of people are being jailed. Trader jailed 16 years for defrauding. 2 arrested for attempting to smuggle. Okay, still with the Ghanaian Times. River Densu, a curse or a blessing? Oh, and there's an open letter to the Methodist Conference UK on same-sex marriage. Interesting. I shall not touch on it at all. You can buy the Ghanaian Times if you would like to read that story. In the middle page, Road Minister warns of tough measures at axle load weighing bridges. And 4 organizations made to create Made in Ghana concept shop. Well, it seems like we're doing a lot of things. Let me skip right to the back page. Tackle land administration with honesty, Jinapo to the Greater Accra Regional Lands Commission, and prioritize reproductive health, the Upper East Region Population Officer has said. So that's it for the Ghanaian Times. Shall we move on to some online stories and start with My Joy Online this morning? If we can have it up, please. Okay, there we are.
All right, so request for Chief Justice to be suspended premature. That's coming from the presidency.
Okay, I can see something about Collins Dowda prosecution is Akufo-Addo's poor excuse for abandoning Saglemi project. That's according to Sami Jane Fee. She circulated my news because I refused to break up with our boyfriend. That was on yesterday. We talked about that yesterday. Okay. This one says IGP assures Hashtag Fix the Country protesters of maximum protection on August 4th. Demo.
And then there is nothing wrong with borrowing to create 1 million jobs. That's Dr. Stephen Amwa. Government to buy 6 aircraft for Ghana Armed Forces worth over 11 million euro. Ojedom's lawyer drags GLC to court, and MPP will cite former Singh North MP for contempt for still carrying himself as MP.
Interesting. Okay, and let's go to graphic.com. Government lays 111.4 million euro agreement in Parliament to acquire 6 aircrafts. We need measures to address Ghana's housing deficit. Completely agree with that one. National Cathedral to generate $83 million after presumably 5 years. Okay. There's something about guinea fowls. Guinea fowl project starts in 2 Upper East communities. Enough projects marks Pan-African Women's Day. Gambian medical delegation they've come so that they can learn from our doctors. Great stuff. Institutionalized IPAC, that's Professor Aye. A lot more stories on graphic.com. Should we go to the BBC and maybe see what's happening in the world? Okay, there we go. Tokyo 2020, Brown 13 wins skateboard bronze to become the youngest Olympics medal winner for Team Great Britain. Congratulations there. Wow, amazing stuff. Any stories pique your interest as well?
Well, China targets students to control COVID-19 spike, and Belarus Olympic athlete flies out of Japan, and the day our city exploded. Okay.
Wow. Okay, and in sport, mixed starts for Johnson, and that's called, so Katarina Johnson-Thompson. Oh, that's an interesting name, Johnson-Thompson. She's probably called Johnson, and her husband is called Thompson. Right?
Probably.
So she decided to keep it Johnson-Thompson. Hello, Mrs. Johnson-Thompson. Anyway, Davis goal lifeline in Malmo tie, Gerard. Okay, any other interesting stuff? Maybe BBC Africa, see what's happening in Africa. Okay, so earlier on, we posted on our Facebook page, JoyNews, how are you expressing your support if you identify with the hashtag Fix the Country movement? And these were some of your comments.
All right, so Abu Lansani says, we owe it a duty to fix our mindset as a people to know that it is only people in government who are supposed to ensure the development of this country.
It is not only people in government.
Okay, it is not only people in government who are supposed to. So that's the
this is fix yourself. Yeah. We see you.
Kofi Papa says the youth cannot continue to live in circles where their earnings are just for food, transport, and payment of bills. We want to see progress in all sides. Okay. And William Manson says, I support them 100%, but no one should attach any political party to it. It is a must.
Okay. Or Frederick says, quick note, our country surely needs to be fixed. Go there and demonstrate in peace. But if you are doing some because of NDC, then my brother, you are sick. All right. Real Bad Man says they are chopping their Wachi and Banku by now to go full. Forgetting Anado did Kumipreko demo with empty Charlie. I'm sure there's a correlation somewhere, just can't find it. Okay, Gideon said, let's fix our mindset first. Okay. Let's get a few more. Stefan, let's go up a little bit. Stefan said, I can't read. This is Pidgin. Israel, over to you. We're going to try.
I asked
Shady.
Maybe Shoddy, maybe that's what it is, that will we be giving food or we should bring our food? Because
for me, I'm an
ulcer patient. He didn't mind me. Though the country needs to be fixed, but if you have a construction work or any other work to earn something today, I don't think you'll waste your time. Okay, that's your position. Paulina says we cannot live in the country where there's a culture of silence. So Ghana needs to be fixed.
Dandawi Dunadawe Cletus says coming out to join them demonstrate. All right. Johnson said, I can't wait. Okay. Uncle Sam says, typical lazy people movement. Oh, Uncle Sam, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Okay. So, well, those are some of your comments. Under our question, do join us. We'd love to interact with you, note what you're thinking. Also, if you're on campus this morning, how is school? What's happening? I mean, we know it's a holiday, but any news yet? You know, how are you gearing up for exams? You know, do you have lectures tomorrow? How are you feeling? We'd love to hear from you. The hashtag is the AM show, not the AM show, just AM show. And we're opening our phone lines apparently as well. All right, we'd love to know what you're doing today. So give us a call. Let's have a chat. I'm feeling rather chatty this morning. So I'm not letting Israel talk at all, which is very bad. 0302-211-691, 0302-211-691 or 2. What are you doing today? How are you spending your holiday? I had such an amazing morning. I've already had such an amazing morning. So great. Yeah.
Happy to hear that. I'd want to believe I had something to do with that.
Oh, well, anyways. So call us, tell us, what are you doing? Usually, you know, today is kind of like a beach day and things, but the beaches are closed.
Yeah.
And, you know, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, I guess people are going to just stay in their homes, have some wonderful meals.
Make babies.
That too.
That too, yeah. Holidays is always a good. Akonoba is calling us from Kumasi. Good morning, Akonoba.
Morning, my darling.
Good morning. So what are you doing today?
Akonoba, there are two of us here on the set.
No, he doesn't see you.
Who is your darling?
Oh, Israel. And then holiday, okay. Oh, my main darling.
Why?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just in the house with my kids and my family, and watching you. You know, watching you. So that's what I'll be doing today. I'll go nowhere. Just be watching you, following you on the updates you'll be giving me on the demo. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds so good, Akonoba. You know, we love it when our husbands and fathers stay home on holidays and we can bond and worry them.
I love your Rasta.
Oh, Chale. You know how we do. Have a great day. Have a great day. Well, the phone lines are open, 0302-211-691 or 2. Call us and tell us what you're doing, how you're spending the holiday today. We are here. We know they go anywhere.
We're there for you.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so should we see what's happening in Africa whilst we're taking phone lines? Can we get BBC Africa?
So yeah, I mean, you can. There's several ways you can spend your holiday. As Inumwa said, I expect a lot of bonding in between families, and then
families who like each other. That is.
Oh, all right. So probably if even if there's a rift, you have the kids around. So yeah,
make an effort.
Yeah, make an effort, and have the kids teach them something.
Yeah.
Maybe how to ride a bicycle, or have some games in the house.
Put them to work.
Put them to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get them to
We're not promoting child labor, but you have to train your children.
If they don't know how to wash, give them some stuff to wash.
Yeah.
You can even start washing your car. All right, let's get on to
BBC Africa. So some bodies have washed up in the Sudan-Ethiopia border river. Apparently these corpses had gunshot wounds and hands tied behind their backs. A doctor has been telling the BBC. That's really, really sad. May their souls rest in peace. Malawi president aide arrested for abuse of office. Democrats, I've never seen this word in my life. Despots?
Yeah, despots.
Despots.
Yeah.
Despots. And okay, don't say it right. Despots and the fight for power in Tunisia. So Tunisia is in turmoil since the president suspended parliament and increased his own power. This is why we love BBC Africa. You know what I mean? This is the kind of thing you hear from Africa. I mean, the guy has suspended parliament and has increased his own power.
Yeah.
Yudebab. Yeah.
And then Africa live, Ivorian president goes into self-isolation.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. President Ouattara was in contact with someone who tested positive for COVID. The president, he said, okay.
Oh, we wish him a speedy recovery, but we just wish he should come out of quarantine soon. It's never. Anyway, Senegalese man dresses as girlfriend to sit exam.
Oh, wow.
So Kadim dressed in women's clothes to take an English exam that his girlfriend found tough. Now, is that love or is that I don't know what the alternative is.
Love.
Yeah, it must be love. Yeah, dress in your girlfriend's clothes to ride on.
I'll do anything for you.
I will do anything for you. Yeah.
You didn't write your tough exams.
And get on the BBC Africa, which means he probably got into trouble because he got caught. So, okay, historic.
And I'm sure he'll say, yeah, I'll go to jail for you as well.
And he did, didn't he? He proved his love. How many points does he get, I wonder? But Namibia's Christine Mboma claims a historic silver as Nigeria win a wrestling silver, plus there are more Olympic stories there. Oh, okay, so Nigeria doing well. Namibia doing well as well. US turns to South Africa to ease driver shortage. Interesting. Okay, Tanzania begins nationwide COVID vaccination rollout. Okay, let's go on the phones. Who do we have?
All right, we have Mansour. Hello, Mansour.
Hi, Mansour.
Yeah, hello, Enwa, in Israel.
Hi.
How are you celebrating your holiday?
Yeah, I'm just watching you preparing to go to work.
Okay.
Oh, you're working?
So you're working to where do you work?
Yes, I'm into footwear manufacturing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. You have your own business, you mean?
Yes, I have my own business.
Oh, that's great.
That's nice. So you make shoes?
Yes, I make shoes.
Oh, okay. It gives us a lot of joy to know we are not the only people working today. So.
But then it's great. It's great to hear. I mean, and you own your own business, and so whether it's a holiday or not, you know that you have to go to work.
I have a family to feed. That's why. Yeah.
Wow.
Way to go, Mansour.
Great stuff.
Way to go.
Great stuff.
Okay.
All right, sending you blessings and love. Thank you for calling in. Let's talk to Steve from Ashoman. Steve-O, what's up?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Israel, my regards.
Israel, his regards.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
So I'm blessed, and you too.
I'm great.
I'm here with my son, and today is my wife's birthday.
Oh.
So Gloria Ofori.
Okay, so Gloria Ofori.
We usually call her Nanekia.
Okay, Nanekia, happy birthday to you. I guess you guys are going to be having some party in the house.
It's already on fire. We are starting the food this morning.
What's on fire? What's on fire?
The cassava and things are
come
on
on
fire.
Now. Okay.
So this morning, fufu is going to happen.
You know, we're actually coming to Ashoman to record a story immediately after. Yes.
This morning.
Yes. So I think that you should, give us directions and we will pass by just to greet you. You know what I mean?
All right.
Around the time that the fufu will be ready.
Musuku runabout. Just call me or ask anyone you want care.
Okay.
So when you get to care, ask anybody you want water.
Challenge,
you know what you're doing. What you're doing is going to draw a whole lot of people to your house, and your fufu won't be enough.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to reserve some for you, and I don't know what do you want me to reserve again.
No, hold on. You see, I'm warning you that what you're doing is going to draw a whole lot of people because now you've told everybody that you're having a fufu party,
and you're giving directions.
The people who you haven't invited are going to show up
just to wish his wife happy birthday,
and your fufu won't be enough.
Challenge.
We will ask a right to it.
Happy birthday
to Nanekia.
Yes, to Nanekia. We wish you a wonderful and glorious year. May God do amazing stuff for you this year. Let's move to Ina in Tamale. Hello, Ina.
Hello, beautiful one.
So who is that?
Hello.
Is that presumably?
Yeah.
I'm so happy today because I just joined the media.
Okay.
Yes, and then having time today to listen and see you motivates and inspires me.
Oh.
Hey,
so where do you work?
Wait. I'm coming to put myself. I'm trying to put myself.
Oh, that's great.
Ina, please, wait. So Ina,
yes,
Sister Ina, please. So the show that you called, did you call to talk to us or you called to talk to Israel?
I mentioned I attached beautiful to you, and so I think it's a nice compliment.
Then after that,
are you
move
happy
to
now?
Israel? Okay.
Ina, let's talk.
He's one of my role models, and so
Okay.
I
I'm
had
just
to
teasing.
get back to him. Yes.
So, Ina, how are you celebrating your Founders Day?
I'm just home with my family, my husband and kids, Rauda and Ikram.
Okay.
And so today I get to bond with them because on a normal day you have to leave early for work, and
Yeah.
so today it's a special day for the family.
Yeah, it happens. How long have you been in the media? You said you just joined. Months, year?
Yes, months.
Months. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wish you all the best, Ina.
Yes, thank you. I will keep following you because I know I have a lot to learn from you. Thank you.
That's all right. Let's get in touch on social media, okay?
All right, I will do that.
Okay.
Let's get in touch on social media, the posh way of saying slide into my inbox.
Well,
Let's get in touch on social media.
You can put it
Shall
on.
we? Let's get in touch on social media. All right. Well, Israel is calling from Cough Town. He's our last caller. Israel.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. We are very well, thank you.
Name, how are you, please?
I'm great. I'm great.
Thank God. Thank God. You are my mentor.
Yeah?
Hey, mentor general.
I never called your program before. We have a workshop in Cove Town. We started Monday, and we are continuing. I'm just continuing newspaper review.
All right.
I'm just to you guys. Then later on, we just continue our workshop. So,
okay.
That's all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Israel, for calling. And for a moment.
And here ends the Israel Lion Mentorship section here on the AM show. We should be moving on.
For a moment, I thought he was going to say I was named after you.
Okay.
People tend to do that, and it makes me feel like I'm so old. You know.
When Eko said he had been watching you since he was 6 years old.
No, that wasn't.
That didn't make you feel old. This is what to make you feel old.
You shouldn't have brought that up here.
Sorry, I apologize. I'll behave myself.
I'm not that old.
No, you're not that. I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna say what's up.
Do I look that old? Do I look that old?
Maybe if you weren't wearing so. Okay. Anyway, and then let's move to sports before I. Okay, well, Eko says we should ask you guys how old you think Israel is. Let's just do the Israelite show.
Okay, so fine.
The phone lines are open.
I'm going to take off my mask.
Hey, I'm going to take off your shirt.
All right. So how old do you think I am? Let's go.
Hashtag take off your shirt too. I mean, if we're taking things off, why not? 0302-211-691. Do you want to call us? Tell us how old you think Israel is and join the movement this morning. The hashtag is hashtag take off your shirt on the AM show. And we have our first caller, Elijah.
Elijah. Hello, Elijah.
Yes, please.
All right. How old do you think I am?
Oh, by the grace of God, I'm doing well.
Okay, that's fine. So we thank God for that. So how old do you think I am?
Yes, please. I am. What I've just seen this morning about the demo is that the Ghana, where we are moving. Ghana.
Okay.
Elijah, are you watching the show right now? Like, what are you talking about, boss? Jaisa, let's go to Al-Hassan. Al-Hassan, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, Al-Hassan.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's up?
Cool.
Okay, so how old do you think Israel is?
Israel will be 43, 44 years.
Did you calculate because of how long you've seen him on TV? Or are you looking at him to see how old he is?
Yeah, the facial.
The facial?
43.
Yeah, and I've been following him also.
That's why.
Okay, so he's close to. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Al-Hassan, for calling. Have a really great holiday. Let's go to Gideon. Gideon.
Yes, madam.
Chale, what's up?
You, madam.
All right. So how old do you think Israel is?
45 years.
45?
Yes.
Okay, because of how he looks or because of how long he's been on TV?
The picture.
Huh?
How you look, the way he is.
Oh, okay, 45. Yeah. Okay, all right. Let's ask Ni from Teshi. Hello, Ni. Good morning. Tete Miniano.
Oh, boy, more.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. How old do you think Israel is?
Anymore.
Yes.
I've been watching you every day on TV.
Oh, that's so nice. See, I also have fans too.
Who said you didn't have fans?
And Israel is also my mentor.
Oh, the mentorship series continues.
Okay, how do you think I am, Nee?
Israel you will be around 45.
Okay. I think that if he took off his shirt, it would give us a better, mapping statistical.
So you want me to do that?
Why?
You want me to do that?
Echo, can you answer the question? Just on me.
You want me to take off my shirt?
No, please. Israel, no, please.
Okay. Anyone. I was going to take it off for you.
Francis.
Francis from Tamale. Hello, Francis.
Hello.
Okay.
How are you? How are you doing?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm highly favored. I'm doing well.
Okay. How do you think I am?
Wonderful. To be sincere, let me say, I think you're about 45.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that.
But there's this I want to say. I want to say this.
Go ahead.
I've been watching you guys for a while, and I really want to say big thanks to you guys. Even though I'm not in the media, I've been there before, but just that I admire you guys. You do good work. I miss one of your folks, one of your friends who is no more with you, but season 3. I admire you guys. Keep the good work. God bless you. And the cute lady over there. Hello.
Okay, God bless you too.
Yeah, we got bits and pieces of that.
Okay.
Okay, Echo says we should go for sports.
No.
He doesn't want to mention it.
I mean, not quite. It's okay. So you want to know whether you were right or not. If you say 45, you're close to it. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, anyway. The devil is a lie. I'm really trying to behave myself this morning. Let's go and do some sports, shall we? And today in sports, the pride of the North. That sounds like a telenovela.
Yeah.
Real Tamale United made a return to the Ghana Premier League on the last day of the Division 1 league season. Head coach of the team, Shaibu Ibrahim Tanko, has been speaking to Joy Sports' George Addo Jr. on how they qualified and the desire to build a formidable team that can be in competition at the GPL.
So, Coach, thank you very much once again for your time. I hope you're able to find some time to sleep. How was the night?
Thank you, too. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I slept briefly. It was up to 2 a.m. I was still awake.
Was it that they were calling you, or you were going through how difficult the season was?
Yes, calling, messages, and so many things. I had to attend to people. But you can't ignore them. The fact that they notice that you are on WhatsApp, they'll send you a message and you have to respond. But they'll definitely know that you are there and you ignore them. So
you've been managing.
They went to bed and I also went to bed.
That's right. So let's start with the entire journey, the way it all started. I mean, what were the considerations before you took the job? I mean, why did you believe that this was possible?
I've played in R2 before. So when I came down to Tamale, Karim Starboy contacted me. He was also an old player. I mean, who was the CEO of the club. He contacted me knowing very well that I've done this sort of job elsewhere. So I told him, you see where I am now, it will be difficult, if not impossible. But what you need to do is to speak with my registrar at the university. So the registrar, they came there and spoke with the registrar. Registrar, okay, gave them the support that they should use me for their purpose. So that was how I got into RTU back. To train them.
Good. So how are you managing it? Because I know that being a lecturer can be very, very, very demanding. And I know you have been through all the universities. Of course, another day we'll talk about what you have done in the Ghana University Sports Association games and all. But I know how challenging it can be. How are you managing it?
You see, when you have so many things to combine, then you have to schedule your time very well so that challenge or any problem behind. So that's how I program myself.
And now let's talk about the team. So how did you put together this team? Because I saw you brought a lot of young boys. You fused the team with some UDS players and all.
Yeah. So when I was handled the team, I mean I used my university players because they are very young and can run. So I decided that I'll start with them. As time goes on, then we'll bring in other players to augment it. So that was a secret. It was I took the UDS team to Nigeria for West Africa University Games and we won that tournament. That gave us the leverage that we can really perform if we put our acts well in the championship.
Let's talk about the kind of challenge you had inside Tamale, because inside Tamale alone, you had two good teams like Tamale City and Steadfast FC, who gave you a serious run for your money. How was the competition in Tamale like?
Yes, I mean it was highly good in the sense that their existence really motivated us to work beyond our expectation, because they are doing well, and after you being an old team, you don't have to relax. You also have to redouble your effort. So that was the secret. In actual fact, they really helped our cause.
And you really had to push to get the stuff down. Tell me about the away travels. I realized that the away travels were not easy, even though it was competitive in Tamale, like we can say, but the away travels were not easy. Tell me about the away travels.
Yes, the away travels, the challenges, I mean, were that playing against the teams there was difficult, especially in the Brown region. Because so many harassment on the officiating officials, and our bench, you could not sit on the bench. At a point you see supporters throwing water at you and all that, so you have to move out of your zone and all that. So it was not easy. I mean, being an away team, to win a match there is not an easy task. So we thrive. Well, we're resolute, and the boys were really resolute. I mean, that we had to qualify, because when you look at the teams there, they play well, but I mean, our strength was beyond some of them who could handle us.
So what were you constantly telling your boys, because they had to mentally be strong with all these things happening away? What were you telling them?
Right from the word-go, our first match was in Kintampo. I told them, we have gone through pre-season for 8 to 12 weeks. 12 week was when we were to start, and the league was postponed. So we continued. I told them, with this sort of preparation, this first match, we have to win it. And indeed, we won the first match away. So that was how I was pushing them. And it was after every match, or before every match, I tell you, this is a match, we have to do this. If we win it, we'll go this way. So this way, the psyche I was playing on my players, and they were moving.
The final days of the season was very tough mentally, because after Ofakwatano had their points from the boardroom, we changed everything on the table. I mean, how did it destabilize you guys?
It really destabilized us, but being an experienced as I am, I told them, let's work until the last hour. We shouldn't give up. We can still qualify. Even yesterday at the dressing room, like I mentioned earlier on, my assistant coach used to do, I asked him to, do the board work and what have you. But when I go, I reshape it and re-echo certain things. But yesterday, I didn't do that. I only told them, look, gentlemen, we are qualifying. Let's win this match. That was what my instinct told me. I told them we are winning this match. So I said, wow, we'll surely qualify.
Wow. And that was in. What have you made of the ex-players, those who came in to help, some of your bank rollers who came in to help? We know that the vice president is also very interested in all of this. What do you make of all of that? How did that help you?
Yeah, in fact, RTU as it is a club that anybody who grew up in the North cherishes. So it has been a name that exists in all the houses in the North. I mean, in the 70s and then 80s, we'll be wondering what type of attitude they are talking about. So, I mean, it's something that people want to see. And those, I mean, people who really supported the team, including the Vice President, His Excellency, they were all supporters of RTU when they were here. Before they left, they were all supporting RTU, including everybody, including us, the old players who have come to assist me to do the job. I mean, when I came and then we pushed the team through, and that was the motivation. I mean, that has brought us
Thinking
this
again,
far.
I'm just going through your record. The fact that you helped Borada to come in '96, the fact that in 2005 you helped Tamale to get to the middle league before they went through, and the fact that you have done this, you are becoming an expert in bringing teams to the Premier League already.
Easy. I mean, it's about setting objective, because a coach doesn't set objective for low practice. You have to tell them whether they will agree or not. Depends on them solely. Well, you are only going to guide them. They tell them it is for you. I mean, if we are able to make it, I mean, you have made history.
This means the world to you, I guess. Looking at the way forward, everybody will be hoping that RTU will stay in the league. Going in. What are some of the immediate plans you are taking?
Yeah. For now, I mean, I understand there's going to be another championship.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we were doing scouting of some players who we feel can come and support the cause of RTU. So I mean, I'm here to submit my report to the management. I mean, I will advise them to look for those players to augment the team that we have. So I will build a winsome team.
That's good. So when you look through the season, what was your most difficult match?
The difficult match we played against Nswaterman in Tamale. We drew with them there, and it was tough here. We won 3-2, but it wasn't an easy match. I mean, it wasn't an easy match at all. So when you look at the big guys who were following us, as for them, we dealt with them. We beat Arsenal 3-0 in Tamale here. BA United 3-0. It's only Bofakwa who escaped it. They were lucky to have, I mean, only concede one goal.
Yeah.
All the big teams, we beat them 3-3 here and drew with them at their backyards.
What's the most enjoyable win?
I would say against Bofakwa in Tamale, because it was a game that I was stay on top of the lake until they went for those protests and then took over.
Yeah, before they took over. Okay, that's good. Coach, so whilst you were playing your game against Unity FC, weren't you scared a bit that Bofakwa will get a result against Brekum Aston?
As I mentioned to you, my instincts told me that I would qualify.
Wow.
So all along, my mind wasn't at their game. I wanted us to win this match. We should win this match. If we won, it will really, I mean, push us to another level, because that was my thought.
What have you made of the fans, the RTU fans? They've been all over the place.
They were super, because what I heard of them, and I came down to coach the team. I mean, I didn't see. I'm not that type of person you come and bully and all that. You understand they used to bully coaches and all that and make noise. After matches, they disturb the opponents. I said, look, me, I'm a gentleman. If I come and you are doing this, I'll leave in whatever they could do. So I should think if there's going to be award for supporters, they should give it to RTU.
Okay, so how are you and your team planning the celebration? You and your boys?
Yes.
It's some guinea fowl movement. Is it some guinea fowl movement or?
We'll meet on Wednesday at the training grounds I mean, before then, maybe the management would have told us whatever they have, arrangement they have for us towards the coronation of the league. So how we are going to enjoy the victory.
Okay, coach. Right. I have to say a big thank you to you for your time and congratulations once again, carrying RTU to the Premier League. We're looking forward to seeing you guys do what you know how to do very best. I don't know if you have any special thanks you want to say to anyone.
Yes, in fact, I want to thank those who gave me the opportunity to really to the limelight again. In fact, they did very well because looking at my experiences somewhere, if I employ it on RTU, it will work. So I really thank them very much, and the management of UDS for allowing me to do that. Otherwise, it's difficult, if not impossible, for a university to release, I mean, their staff, not on second but on ad hoc basis to assist such a big. My greatest thanks goes to them as well.
All right, coach. A big thank you to you as well, and we wish you the very best of luck.
Welcome back. This is the AM show here on Joy News TV. My name is Enima, and I'm doing this with Israel, which explains the big smile on my face. I hope you're having a fantastic morning if you're chilling at home. But we're here to bring you everything that's happening this morning. So, of course, you know that the Fix the Country demo is going on tomorrow. It's supposed to start at, I think, 6 o'clock from the Obra Spot. 7 is ongoing, yes. So it started at 7 from the Obra Spot. And they will be walking through the streets of Accra to make their case and to stand for what they believe in. Manuel will be joining us. He's on the streets. But we would also like to have a look at what's happening on social media. So I'm handing you over to Israel.
All right. Thank you very much, Enima. So let's get on to our smart wall. And there you have it. It's trending. The 4th August demo. That's the Fix the Country demonstration, actually. So these two are trending together. The top trends, 1, 2. And then we have Founders Day, trending with Happy Founders Day. BB Niger, Lukaku, that's sports. Now let's get to the 4th August demo. So that's, you have it, Ghana shall prosper if we all rise together to demand for it. That's FO. Filey, that's a video of the demonstration. I would want to believe the very early stages. And if you are in God I put my trust and my faith. In God I'm protected. Nothing formed against me by evildoers shall prosper. Fix the country. Hashtag 4th August demo. Abraham's letter to the finance minister. 4th August demo. Okay, let's move on. Freelance the blogger, Trini Jonas enjoying life in heaven on earth. Okay, so some people just choose to go on the back of the hashtag to put out their issue. So building the momentum for tomorrow's demo, that's Sandra Esinam, 4th August demo. And she retweets Dixon Lord. What is there to fix? Fix the constitution, fix the education, fix the economy, fix the unemployment, fix the health services, fix the roads, fix the corruption, fix the water, fix the electricity, fix the accommodation, fix the sanitation. Okay. And then Akosia says, we're going out there in peace. God protects us as we demonstrate out there. And WKA says, come one, come all, let's make Ghana work again. Join in this peaceful demonstration. Ghana can be better. Ghana must be better. We deserve better. Fix the country. Oreku Ado says, nobody is left out of the 4th August demo. Come one, come all. Efufali says, I felt this. I may not return home alive from this demo, and if I don't, Mama, remember, I died fighting for the betterment of the next generation. Well, this is not going to happen. You return home alive. So straight from the IGP, fix the country security arrangements. So that's the statement that was put out by the police. And then modern day Mansa Musa, for my country, Ghana, for selfless leaders, for my future, for the ordinary Ghanaian, for a better Ghana, I support Fix the Country campaign. Okay, let's get to the Fix the Country hashtag itself. So the protesters have begun chanting and singing ahead of the Fix the Country demonstration. That's TV3 Ghana. And then Fix the Country official. So, well, that's it. The tweet. Let's go back and get to see. So Fix the Country, the people of Sekondi have arrived. See their energy. The 4th August demo has started. So you in Accra, you in Accra, what's your excuse? Join us. Let's do this for our generation. Unia FM, we're all involved. The demonstrators have begun chanting and singing ahead of the Fix the. Shortly, we'll be going onto the ground. Manuel Kranting is standing by and will be bringing us live visuals. J.K. Homezi, today's Ghana is not what they fought for us to have, but we celebrate them for setting the ball rolling. Happy Founders Day. Founders Day, Fix the Country. And JoyNews, how are you expressing your support? If you identify with the Fix the Country movement, would like you to tell us about that. Let's see. Civil treatment NAPCO trainees are going through this moment. The lies and false hope this government is giving us makes you come to the realization that there's no Messiah coming to save unemployed graduates. The situation exacerbates as the program is ending. This call for the country to be fixed, this movement is the awakening we have been waiting for a long time now. I hope to go in history of the country as one of the youth that stood up and saved the country from entropy. Unfortunately, I can't be there by virtual protest. Yeah, I will do. Leadership should lead in this country, enough of politicians getting away with wrongdoing. And Chesa says, no one is the father or mother of the nation. Total, complete overhaul of the Constitution. Fix the country. AJ says, enough is enough. I'm sure we march forward today for better governance. Pelesti says, we're tired of politics. Things must be done in favor of the people. Okay. All right, so let's go out now to Manuel Kranting, who's at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Manuel, what's happening where you are?
It's difficult to indeed get the static mob to speak to them. But as it will be, we'll try and get some of the reactions from leaders of the demonstration this morning. Try and move ahead and begin the demonstration this morning. The demonstration really has started, and I'll just bring you.
Choboy, Master said you better not be an friend. Obia Mrechri, the best ally one moon. The children for fair, Wadaroma, Messeramo, and yet yes,
and so now marching orders are being backed out to the demonstrators this morning. Okay, grateful that you speak to us on JoyNews. Really, you've been able.
If you want to see or know the reason for the various placards, we are all moving to Independence Square. When we get there, we are going to petition the ordinary Ghanaian and not the ministry or government. So please, if you don't mind, let us go to Independence Square. Thank you very much.
And so you can hear the chants and really the shouts from among the demonstrators this morning. And so the demonstration is just starting, and as you're seeing, the mob is moving now. the principal streets of Accra. Well, it's starting from here at the Obra spot, and it will eventually end at the Black Star Square. I can hear fighter Ernesto Yeboah backing out to them that this march is being taken into the station, the lorry station at Circle, and so we just follow them.
Is it the man of war? No, fix the country now.
And so he says the president should fix the country and said in Chi that there are no jobs here. And
Ghana, and he said, and this people, now we are the same. I'm here still, and I've seen into the party, the person fix the country. The person Ghana yet say Abochi, the person Ghana yet say Rwanda.
And so that you're hearing the demonstrators expressing their their frustrations and really putting out their demands out there. And so the entire contingent of demonstrators have lined up right here at the Kwame Nkrumah interchange. And as they move, they are headed for the lorry station at the Kwame Nkrumah interchange. We'll try and get a bit closer now and bring you the shots of the people who really have masked up and have gathered. Indeed, clad in red and black, we can hear them, tooting their horns and blowing their whistles in support of the Fix the Country movement. For now, I see a lot of placards with various inscriptions. Fix the road, corruption causes poverty. I see bad roads. I see Fix Ghana, a new constitution now, Fix the Country now. So indeed, as you're seeing, this is another contingent of the demonstrators being led now by Kateche and the rest of them. And of course, it's worth noting that indeed the police is providing security. I can count not less than 50 of them who have lined up here.
Countries. I'm an actress. Yes.
We are Ghanaian.
Yes. I'm an actress. I'm a Hima Goody. Kept in the hospital because of the country. My boy job, my boy went to Goody TV on YouTube because of this demonstration. It will be a Goody TV on YouTube. No go subscribe. No more share now. Go there and see what is going on over there. Yes.
Now we have become slaves in our country. Now Ghana is not working. There is a huge sum of borrowing in our country. And then that should be stopped. Nanado should be on his toes and make sure that the country is working. Bamia is not working. Bamia is a corrupt vice president, and he has to stop his ways so that the country can move on.
And so all sorts of, of the demonstrators begin the march to get government to fix the country as their demands rightly say. Stop.
Ghana akoye impenifu akoye onchendi akoye sa class football omu ni coach omu ko park ni so na yakoche ni abo ye ko bo bisiane ba na ministers for ni MP for no mache adi anti Ghana akoye onchendi impenifu akoye onchendi
yani boy omu tumi nto nyama boy they say a business omu ya dodo na omu jai because omu tumi nto omu tumi nto diane no
school for that it in so
ade ya turn 200 upa fast they say 300 ya tumu omu jai businesses mu fix omai no mu fix omai no ma ni bre omai ba ni bre
Ghana ye bre Ikola a good government school. Ochenina eye. Any simple for Ochenina eye.
And so the march is just starting, Israel, if you can hear me. But from here at the Obra Sport, in the monster background, a lot of horns being tooted, whistles being blown, and patriotic songs being sung. Well, for now, though, what we can see is a lot of the demonstrators clad in red and black. Clad in red and black. With various placards with inscriptions that essentially are asking government to fix the country. I see people to work, not to talk. Youth power. Fix the country now. Amend the constitution, Mr. President. I see stop tribal discrimination. Well, this is where the leaders of the demonstration are, and of course, a very first contingent beginning. Madam, what's your name? Why are you joining this demonstration?
Okay, my name is Anita Samoa. I'm a public health professional, and I'm here because we want our healthcare system to be good. We can afford to travel out. NHIS system to cover so many.
All right, so it's moving now. I want to speak to this specific gentleman. Grateful that you could speak to us this morning, sir. You look quite old. Why would you join the demonstration?
I'm very much concerned about the development of this country. That's why I'm joining the youth.
So what exactly are your concerns?
My message is, if you want to talk to me, come here and talk to you.
Exactly. Tell me exactly what you see.
Pardon?
You're saying we should look at your message. What message do you have for government?
The message for the government is to fix this country, we must judiciously use our natural resources for development and not all these taxes of citizens creating problems for them.
How old are you? I guess you've seen a lot of governments come and go. Tell me the difference that you are seeing. How old are you, by the way?
I'm past 75 years.
Okay.
So that is sufficient. But if you want me, I've been on Joy FM radio for several times when we started this oil production.
Okay.
So if you want me, go.
And so he wants us.
This is still the AM show here on JoyNews. My name is Enimoa. I'm doing this with Israel, of course, but I have one of my favorite people joining us in the studio, Reverend Albert Okran, and of course, he's here to talk about Greater Works 2021. Now, Greater Works has become sort of like a thing, like Christmas, Easter. Greater Works, you know, it's a permanent fixture and in our lives, and it always gives us something to talk about spiritually, physically, scandally, you know, whatever, really. We look forward to it, and also because it brings a lot of direction to our lives nationwide in one way or another. And this year, it's not being held at the usual venue. It's moved, and we're going to talk about that, and hopefully we'll let you know.
Always good to see you.
Very good to see you too. So let me just dive straight in. We're used to attending Greater Works at the Independence Square. This year, no.
This year, Greater Works is taking place tonight, Wednesday the 4th, tomorrow, Thursday the 5th, and then Friday the 6th. It's a 3-day event. It typically would have been a 5-day event. That's the first change you should notice.
Yeah.
It's a 3-day event. Abridged, packaged beautifully, 6 p.m. prompt to 8 p.m. prompt.
Oh, wow.
Just 2 hours. So the focus really in moving it to Christ Temple East is to give us the opportunity to really take time and design this over 3 months, carefully fitting the place to fit all the protocols that we have in mind, setting it up beautifully, and allowing everyone to come and worship God in a safe environment and also to have a great spiritual experience. Don't forget, as you rightly said, it's become an integral part of the life.
That was the word I was looking for.
Oh,
integral.
you owe me then.
Integral.
It's become such a big fulcrum around which people's spiritual lives revolve, and they get direction for the next year. And so we converge once again. Last year, as you probably will know, because of COVID and the disruption that we faced, we couldn't really do Greater Works. And for many, that was like the first time in such a long time that we had to do a year without Greater Works. We did a throwback, but it's not the same. Place for spiritual renewal. Today marks day 40 of 40 days of power or 40 days of prayer and fasting. And for everyone who participated or even observed, it's a time of reflection, a time of asking God for direction in what has been a very turbulent year for many, disruptive year for many families. And so we can find a place, as it were, in the secret place where God will give you some strength. You've had a difficult year, family-wise and everything. You lost somebody dear to your heart. And that's what it's been for many. For different reasons. But in all this, there's a place you can come to in God's presence and receive strength for the year ahead. And that is what Greater Works means to many. The second thing it means to many is a period to think about what you can do better, do greater than what I'm doing now. And that's what the conference will provide, the tools to do greater works than you are doing now, spiritually, financially, professionally, physically, and in every other area of your life.
It sounds, I mean, super exciting. My favorite part of Greater Works has always been the music.
You love music?
Yes, I do.
I know that.
And you know, you come to Greater Works and the band is amazing, and Bishop
Tito Bismarck?
No, the one who sings.
Oh, okay.
It will come. But he, you know, you see him and you know your team, and then you have the those who sing the opera,
yes,
you know, and
Lumina.
Yes, oh my God. And you're just like taken away, you know, for every night you just have this almost experience that it's like you're out of your life and you're just in this place of peace and joy.
You just cry with, I can't wait for tonight.
And all of that. But I'm wondering, you know, is it going to be the same? You know, is it, how much of the heart, you know, have you been able, of Greater Works, have you been able to maintain whilst fighting to keep everyone
One thing
safe?
is absolutely certain, all those genres represented, there will be choral music, then there will be classical music, there will be contemporary music, there will be local music.
Praise and worship.
Different, and praise, there so much to thank God for, so much to praise God for. So yes, there will be harmonious choral, there will be Lumina, there will be the hymns choir, there will be the contemporary choir, then there will be a lot of soloists. It will be a very special event.
It'll be amazing.
Absolutely.
And I noticed that Pastor Mensah Otabil will be teaching, because he teaches more, doesn't he? Yeah, for the 3 nights. What's this? This is almost. Is this the first time this is happening? Because he normally does some nights, and then you have, you know, some of your guest preachers and all of that. But
yes.
what's happening with that?
We've been honored over the years to have great friends of Pastor Otabil joining him to minister. And now for a 3-day conference, that leaves 1 day in
the middle.
Considering that, and then considering all the COVID and everything and the travel preferences and all these issues, the decision was to have him minister alone this year. But the other consideration is also the fact that this year, in the past year and a half in particular, he's become a voice of direction for many, bringing God's mind to many, especially the turbulent period of the pandemic. And our broadcast services, where to go and time possible. He's provided direction for many. And we are trusting God that for that mother out there who comes asking for direction for how to raise her family, for that person who may have lost their job who says, does God care? For that person who is praying for this country and saying, God, do something about this country. For that person who's just thankful to God that they are even alive. Anyone in any situation that comes into the conference, you are trusting God that a word from God through his servant, Pastor Otabil, will just bring strength, will bring I wish I knew.
No, I
wish I knew. One thing that he has said very often is that it is at this time of year that the thoughts and the theme for next year settle in his heart. He says by the time we are on day number 40 or 40 days of power, he will know the theme for next year. So I'll tell you what I look out for. When I go to Greater Works, especially day one, I'm listening very intently to the words he will use very often and the expressions he will use very often to give me an inkling, an idea of what next 2022 will be like. So if you're like me, when you come tonight, listen very attentively to the opening sermon. It will give you a hint about
next year. But this year was or is the year of fruitfulness. And it's been a tough year. You know, so many will ask that in a dry, without being dramatic.
In his word to go last week, Pastor Table said, what we call a miracle is really God expressing his nature. So to you, it's so spectacular, you say it is a miracle. But because he's a kind God, when he does it for anyone, he's doing his nature. That's him.
That's just him.
It's just him. So to him, it's normal. To you, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
So in a dry, difficult place, that's where the widow of Zarephath found her miracle. In a dry place, that's where Elijah said, there will be water. They say, how possible? There's been no water for 3 years. He said there will be water. Wow. It's the same place where he said, tomorrow by this time, 24 hours, there will be so much food in the midst of famine that you will not believe it. God specializes in...
This is a thing.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
Until I also experienced my own testimony.
Wow.
Then I found out that really, in the midst of a very turbulent, impossible year, God can come through for you in a way that you will sit down and say, this one, it could only have been God. And the beautiful thing about God in him is that he's not limited to do it for only one person, only another person. He has enough resources and ability and grace to bless everyone. And personally, my prayer for everyone who comes to Greater Works tonight, tomorrow, and Friday is that they will encounter God and personally receive something that can be their story, their testimony, and their song.
Amen. Amen to that.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Yes. Jesus. Okay, let me try and move on. But okay, so you mentioned that there's going to be limited, seating, access. It's not as open as, you know. So how's that going to work? So if somebody's watching us, they want
I don't know if I use the word limited. I said carefully designed. That means that the audience, we have done outdoor seating. Even that one also spaced out for fresh air and everything. A lot of thought has gone into the design to strictly work with the protocols. But I would encourage everyone who wants to come to the conference, come on time, take your seat, enjoy the fresh air, listen to the hymns flowing through, and then at exactly 6 p.m. the service starts. And anywhere, trust me, at exactly 8 p.m.
the service will end.
So for those who say, oh, you can come anytime and then you're on until 10, it would have closed and people would have gone home.
Okay.
And that's the design of Greater Works this year.
Okay, so basically, you're not closing it. Anybody can come.
Absolutely open to everyone who wants to come.
Okay, all right. I think we wanted to clarify that.
Yes.
Because as soon as, people think of the fact that perhaps we're moving to a smaller space, and I'm not too sure if it's smaller. I'm presuming that it's a bit smaller than the Independence Square.
I think the focus more is on, and for those who for any reason, by virtue of distance across the world, listening to us globally, and also here in Ghana, who cannot make it to the service.
Of course.
We've made adequate provision for them to benefit from Greater Works. The first thing they can do, they can watch it on Joy Prime, your sister station.
Okay.
They also can watch it on Facebook, on all our church platforms, headlined by at Mensa Otable, and they would watch Greater Works from beginning to end.
I think if you just even type in
I'm sure you will find it anyway.
It will come up.
Or centralgospel.com.
Yes, centralgospel.com,
yes.
at Mensa Otable.
No, centralgospel.com is the website.
Okay.
At Mensa Otable is the Facebook.
Okay.
And
if you just put in Greater Works.
And you will find it.
Okay, so this, it's at Teshi.
It's at Christ Temple East at Teshi, and that's a good question that you ask, because people are so used to Christ Temple being at Abosoke that for the benefits ICGC, Christ Temple, and just add the East. It will bring you straight to the doorstep.
Keyword is East.
Yes, okay. The sun rises in the East.
Any landmarks around, so
it's on what they call the Bush Road, from the Labadi Beach, the Gull Station. Just drive, turn left, and come straight. You won't even have to turn it on your left.
You won't. And I'm sure there'll be lots of people coming.
There are telescopic flags all the way from the junction to the place.
Okay, well, okay. Organized.
Yes,
which is another hallmark, trademark of Greater Works.
Thank you.
The organization is always splendid.
Thank you.
I think that's about it. Since you're not telling us what is being preached tonight, which is...
I'll give you a hint.
Yes, well, you have. So, yeah, okay, so 6 o'clock this evening.
I want to thank JoyNews and the multimedia family for being a great support to the various arms of our ministry, and especially invite your viewers to attend Greater Works tonight at Christ Temple East for the communion service. Anymore, that's the special highlight for tonight. If you wanted to know the highlight for tonight, I think the big one is the communion service. Formal ending to the 40 days of power. Sharing your morning with us, and love to everyone, the family. And we hope to see you tonight. I will be there.
Yes, I know you will. I know you will. So join us tonight at Greater Works. Is at Christ Temple Teshi East. Christ Temple East at Teshi. I'm getting that right? Okay. It's completely open, so you can come if you want to. Nothing to worry about at all. And if you can't make it, Facebook, Instagram, the websites, if you can't remember anything, just Greater Works. If you type it in, you'll definitely find a link and you can connect, because there is no space in the spirit. So nothing to worry about if you can't make it. That's Greater Works tonight at 6 p.m. Thank you very much to Reverend Albert Okan for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And for sharing your blessings and anointing with us. We can feel it.
Amen.
Okay, so let's go back to Manuel. Now he is out there. Oh, there he is.
A lot of things in the country
are not okay.
That's the reason, of course, that they have been on the road this morning. So currently standing in the middle of the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue, this 3-lane stretch which leads into the Accra Central area has been totally blocked by demonstrators from the Fix the Country movement. And so you can see behind me all the way from here up until the, the GCB, the former GCB bank, and then of course the overhead area. All the place is blocked and choked with human beings, indeed, who are part of the Fix the Country movement, or at least sympathize with them. If I turn the camera around for you, over there you see also the stretch that leads to Accra, another set of contingents who have also blocked the road. Well, this demonstration is going to continue up until they get to the Black Star Square. For now, though, it's begun moving again.
Well, we all understand what the country is going through now. We all understand that there's corruption that has engulfed this country, and that the youth cannot get jobs to do. There's so much stealing going on, and nobody can talk about it. We all understand how people are being suppressed when they try to talk about what is going on. We know what happened in Ejura. The Ejura report is still a suspicion now. We don't know what is going on there. There's so much happening, so much things happening in this country that are not going on. That's why you can see the youth are poured on here to voice out and tell the people they have elected to govern them that nothing is going on.
Rulers, he's a stealer. He's a stealer.
Well, I don't know if you have any evidence to say that he's a stealer, but your concerns are that the country should be fixed.
It should fix our concerns. Education is poor. Our university now is taught. We are begging him to leave, and go.
We are tired. He must be impeached. The agriculture minister must rise. The agriculture minister must revamp all the agriculture sector, and the technical sector must revamp.
And so I'll describe to you, indeed, as the movement is in session now. The people really agitated about various things, and there's no one particular thing that they make reference to. in this particular regard. They make reference to varied stuff. Grateful that you could speak to us here on JoyNews. Tell us why you are joining this demonstration. It must be very important to you, even in a third wave of COVID-19 in Ghana.
Well, there's the rising cost of living to think about. There's the corruption. There are all those scandals that the government has not addressed. So that's that for me.
And you think that this demonstration indeed is going to yield any results? No?
I think that's very important that we show that.
Anymore, at the point being made that, well, of course, even beyond the results that this particular demonstration may get, it's important to get it registered that the people who are being governed are not indeed satisfied by what the government is doing. To my right, I see you since 1957.
Since 1957.
Are you saying that really nothing good has happened in the country since 1957?
Since then, the country is just moving roundabout. And the reason is because of corrupt leadership. And the people of Ghana are saying that we are tired of this, especially the youth, because any decision that these people make, we are the ones who suffer the consequences. Exactly. This is not about NDC, this is not about MPP, this is about the people. Yes. The people are tired, and we are saying that we need a national agenda for the country, so that if NDC come, they don't just do whatever they want. If MPP
of human resources, it is the lack of leadership. You see, no matter how rich you are, if you have this kind of mindset, there's no way you are moving forward. And this is the problem of Africa. See, the continent is blessed with a lot of natural resources. But look at what we are going through. Ghana deserves better than this. So this is not about any political party. We are saying that there should be a national agenda. There must be change. Since 1957, what major improvement have you seen? Ghana deserves. Where was Singapore when Ghana gained independence? Where was Dubai? Where was Malaysia? But look at where they are now, and where are we? Is this what we deserve? Boss.
And that's a question that he's asking, that is this indeed what we deserve as a country? And these are, of course, the opinions of the demonstrators. Not a particular issue that they're pointing to as the main reason for this demonstration. Varied reasons, from education to roads to health and so on. Round of thoughts. Tell me one thing that for you is important for government to fix. Just one thing.
Please, the prices of food is very high now. Tomato costs 2 cedis, but the agri minister says he's planting for food and jobs. But there are no state farms.
So one thing that one thing that must be fixed is what?
Food system.
All right. What about you? What must be fixed?
Our work.
Your work.
Yeah.
What work do you do?
I'm a driver.
Okay.
The fuel is very high. Okay. We can't buy fuel.
What about you?
Minimum wage. We are done with school. We are done with our tertiary education, and we are working. And people cannot even earn up to 1,000 Ghana cedis. People who are graduates are earning 300 Ghana cedis, are earning 500 Ghana cedis. We are paying rent of 200 Ghana cedis, and we are paying rent of 150 Ghana cedis. If I pay my rent, which is 150 Ghana cedis, and I take transport, what do you expect me to eat and give to my family?
What about you?
My concern is...
3 years I finished, paid school fees. 5 years I haven't gotten a job. Look at my muzzle. I'm not an old man. Give me job to do. It's my country. You told me give me job to do.
Give me job to do. That's his chance. What about you? Finally, what do you want to be fixed?
My final word that I can say today, that Nanado should fix the country now. Should fix the education. Now education system is poor. Nanado should fix the education.
Nanado should fix the education. So round of thoughts of the demonstrators, of course, give you an indication of how diverse their concerns are. For now, though, it's a march on to indeed make their concerns known to government. Anymore, if you can hear me, a lot of chants, a lot of tooting of horns and so on, but this is a picture on the Kwame Nkrumah Avenue. If you can hear me, over to you in the studio.
Thank you very much for that, Manuel. Manuel is out there on the streets the Fix the Country demonstration that's been happening since about 7 a.m. this morning. You can still join if you'd like to, and make your voice heard as well, also on social media. Continue to stay safe out there. Manuel.
Animal, you know, say man about a damn bad can't take none of me fame. Come, you know, say me are the best of the best. That's what me coffee we so we not afraid in your face. We are gonna bust up with the stupid bad man. Run, come, you know, say we not lose it. I don't play, come me hard like a cocaine. I tell you we are go there to see let them live. You not the preacher, but you not the snitcher. No wonder you are pal with that girl who are bleacher. Chichi man, batty, run away for see. Go hold John, pussy head I go shotty. You can't take none of me, you ain't a guy. Long time, me I go show them, say me nah go flop. That's how we a call us, so we call for the bad. I don't dance all kid. Tell me that, I'm me a dance all good. Me not in enough talking. Full of them a backbiting. Lyrical them go run away. Giants. Who do have to do what say? Me a birder than them. Them a fi know say me a better than them. Them a fi know say me a tougher than them. We are the giants. Them are the wackest. Anybody try my go end up in a casket. They know they know me budget. Tell no forget. Like a little papi show me now in a cassette. Yeah. Sexy girl from a Ghana. I be the youngest of the son in Africa. From Ghanaian Empire, yeah. Sexy girl from Ghana, I be the youngest of in Africa. Really from Ghanaian Empire, yeah. Them a fi know say me a better than them. Them a fi know say me a tougher than them. Oh. Now Benson pull up in a tata.
Connie at 2012. She was at Talented Kids. Wow, you were like 7 years?
Yeah,
7, 8 years. Well, happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
Monday was your birthday, right?
Yeah.
And you turned 17 on Monday. So run dance hall, Bada.
Yes.
And then back to ya.
Yeah.
What inspired run dance hall?
Run dance hall. Oh, that's a weird shit.
And you're kind.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Udu Wanga, you can't run dance hall. Stoneboy, you can't run dance hall. Okay,
yes.
good. It's directly to Stoneboy.
Yes.
Go on. Okay.
And I made this music because of one thing he said.
What did he say?
Oh, he was like, 40 years time to come, we are not going to get anybody like him. And
I think he said that at Foresight Music Video Awards in 2019. Yes, I was there. Yes, there's 40 years to come. There will be nobody like a Stoneboy. There will be nobody like a Shatawale. So you are telling him that in the next 40 years you will be there or you'll be bigger?
No, it's not that.
Okay, what is it?
Like he doesn't have. Let me say he doesn't have the right to say that.
Okay.
It's like a curse or something because my mom, my parents, those supporting me, have sold most of their landed properties just for my music. So if he says that in 40 years time to come, you're not going to get anybody like them, is he trying to discourage them to stop investing in me or stop investing in my talent? Because to me, Stoneboy has achieved a lot, but to me, his achievement is, what I see is beyond.
Okay.
So if he says that he's even limiting the young artists, yes.
Wow. And that is what inspired your song?
Yes.
Do you write your songs?
Yes, please, I write my songs.
Wow. Were you there at the Foresight Music Video Awards?
I wasn't there. I just heard it later on. I think I was going through YouTube, and then I saw it, and then I was like, oh, Stoneboy, let me play it and listen. And then he was saying this, and I was like, ah. And they say, then all patch raka. I think.
Okay.
Hey. So I don't understand why he should say that.
Okay.
He said like they should therefore sit down well. In what way? Like I don't understand.
Do people's comments inspire you that much, or was it because it's Stoneboy?
Yes, because
it's Stoneboy. Okay. Wow. And you have one that features Shatta.
The Back to Ya.
The Back to Ya.
Yes.
Why Shatawale? Why did you decide on it?
Oh, I love Shatawale, so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave you to do another song. Okay. Anyway, you didn't understand. Where's Anyway? She doesn't understand a word you said. Yes, she doesn't understand a word you said. So please, take your time. Well, anyway.
You are talking for me. We said there's only one God, one Jesus, one Holy Spirit.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear something?
Yeah, one God, no dance hall, something. Yeah.
See, dreadlocks who doesn't understand any part, and bald hair like me, I understand part. Really?
You have jokes. Well, that's Kanya, and this is the band, and we've been serenading you for the past 10-15 minutes. We will do one more song before we go. Though, thank you for staying tuned in to the AM show. Hope you have a fantastic holiday.
Easy.
Hope you have a fantastic holiday. Let me just say a happy birthday to Eko's mum, so that we all have jobs tomorrow morning. Happy birthday, Auntie Maggie, Auntie Margaret. Today's your birthday from Daddy, Eko Sam, the girls, and of course from Israel and I. Please keep us employed.
Anyway, is it that you don't want me to have job? Please, happy birthday, Auntie Margaret. Auntie Margaret, happy birthday.
All right.
Well, I don't know what you want to say.
No. I mean, we just want to enjoy.
Okay.
The holiday.
Okay, so we should go and have fun.
With the music.
We're going home.
Kanya.
I saw you there, mama. I found me dream, mama. mama. You blow my mind, mama, me. I saw me dream, mama. I found me dream, mama. You blow my mind, mama, me. Oh, be sorry, more, baby. Yeah, I've been so emotional. I am around no one knows, and I am getting your cabo. And now, what will be cheese, and now will be what it's in. Baby, wanna know you want. Baby, capture me who you really want, yeah. It's like now you make a fool of me. Baby, capture me who you really want, yeah. Baby, wanna know you want. Baby, capture me who you